Welcome to Forefront Community Centre. Come on in. Hi, I'm Jane. I'm a receptionist here at Forefront Centre, which is in the middle of Chard in the High Street. So this centre here is our church offices, and we have lots of different things going on during the week. Obviously it's our reception for the church office. We have the Lord's Larder, which is the food bank that we help to run from here. People come in and collect their food bags.
They either come directly to us or they come via several agencies that are working with people with needs, the Citizens Advice Bureau, Yeovil for Families, and in fact we've got about 50 different organisations which will refer people into us. We're all volunteers and we rely on donations, either coming from the supermarket collection bins, and of course we're also happy to accept cash, because what we like to do is to give out a balanced bag with essential food items that should last people for several days, and to ensure we've got that, we then buy in what we haven't got donated. But at the moment we really are extremely busy, the busiest we've ever been since the pandemic.
We have some NHS users. We sometimes have family group conferences, which is a neutral venue for families to come together, perhaps to be able to chat in a neutral area and get some help. We have Citizens Advice are in 2 days a week, which is a great asset for the town, so people can get an appointment and get help with various things that they need.
We are here offering a service to the people of Chard and the surrounding area for anything and everything that they may feel is important to them. We feel it's extremely important for us to be in the community from our base in Yeovil, and the opportunity to use the Forefront Centre is fantastic. It puts us in a position where we are right in the middle of the town, we're easily accessible, and we're well known. The staff at the Forefront Centre are fantastic. They help us with our clients, with welcoming people in, making them feel at ease, even making cups of tea and coffee for them, which is always goes down very well. And then we're able to use the offices here as a private space to see people, to encourage them, to explain their difficulties to us, and to provide the support they need. But without the use of the Forefront Centre, we feel that we'd be in a position where Chard would be somewhat isolated from a lot of services, and so I think it's an ideal and very important service and a very important location.
We have a coffee and craft club. So on a Monday morning there's a craft club here. Lots of people enjoy coming and making different things. Wednesday is a coffee morning. People can drop in and have a chat, have a coffee. Sometimes they play games, do different things.
On Wednesday we open at 10 and people from just drop in and have coffee and chat, and some of them stay the whole time, which is till 1 o'clock, but others just drop in and drop out, and it's good because it provides a safe place for people. And a lot of them do say, this is a really safe place and I feel happy and comfortable here and secure. So that's its function. And of course, we drink lots of tea and lots of coffee. The craft morning is a bit different. It meets on Monday, and again, it's from 10 to 1. But at this time, we do have a craft. Somebody provides a craft and everybody gets on with it, or they bring their own stuff to do. Some have built up real friendships, and so you can see somebody who started as an isolated person now has friends and fellowship.
We also have a Growing Together group on a Friday, which is for young mums with very young babies.
The group aims to offer young parents and their children a safe space to come and chill out and to get to know each other and just have a little chat, really. We run it every Friday, and we try to run through the holidays as well, because often that's when other clubs tend to stop. The parents who we try and connect with to come to this group are often parents who are aged around 20 or under, or slightly over 20. And often they tend to have some other social issues as well. So we try to be a non-judgmental support group. We just love building relationships with people that we might not normally come into contact with, people who need a little bit of support, and so far we've built up some really good relationships, and we've been able to help a variety of different people on the actual Friday afternoon, and also at other times as well.
So if you just popped into Forefront, you'd see probably a different face depending on what day you come in, because there's a few of us. But you'd be welcomed, you'd be offered tea and coffee if you wanted. And if you needed someone to chat to, perhaps in private, we can normally organise that if you've got a specific issue.
We like to be seen as a church and community serving people in Chard and surrounding areas. We do various activities, events. We even hire rooms in here for various counsellors, English classes. So we meet a lot of people from different backgrounds. So we make sure to listen to what they in here for. If we can help, we help them. If not, we signpost them to a different specialist. So whether it needs to be citizens advice, the village agents, or any other of our agencies that we work closely together. So I think, we're here to help people, and people know that. The centre is also staffed by members of the church, but activities are supported by our lovely volunteers.
If you want to find out more about any of the activities at Forefront Centre, just drop by on any weekday morning or give the receptionist a call.
It's often said that the church is the only organization which exists for the benefit of its non-members. It's partly true. The church really has 5 purposes: to worship God, to disciple Christians, to provide fellowship, to share the gospel of Jesus, and to serve others in the love of God.
Forefront Community Centre has a role in all of those areas, but it is not the only building we have. Every church member's house can also be part of the mission. Our homes are meant to be lighthouses, not castles. A lot of our Christian life is lived out right where we live.
Forefront wants to serve teenagers in the district. Young people have been particularly hard-pressed since the COVID pandemic. We support a joint church team which visits young people in the town parks. We offer mentoring at Holyrood Academy and support the homework club there.
Forefront employs its own youth worker, Rachel, who is married to Victor. Rachel partners with us through the mission organization Latin Link. Let's hear her tell us more about her work.
So Rooted is our youth group, and in the Sunday mornings at the church we have our time to study the Bible together. We have a Rooted in the evening twice a month that we open for all young people, and because I make a relationship and connections with these young people outside of the church, it's quite easy to bring them for this kind of activities. It's important because we can make relationship with these young people that is not Christian and make connection with them and bring them to our Christian activities. For example, our youth camp. Also, I work outside with detached youth work. So we go out and talk with young people, make connections with them, help them and share about what we believe. I work at Holyrood School as a volunteer there. So I help young people with mentoring, young people that is struggling with the education or don't have a very good behavior. So I help them. We can see that they change a lot, and they try focus more. They try be better at the academic subject as well. So it's quite good to see what God is doing in their lives.
No church can do everything alone. We are enthusiasts for joint projects with the other Christian churches in town.
Chard Churches Together is the committee of leaders and lay members which keep us all actively working together. One of our representatives, Christine, is currently the chair.
Chard Churches Together is made up of churches in our local area. So we've got churches from the Catholic Church to the local Pentecostal church. And we meet during the year to talk about different issues in the town and ways that we can support and encourage our community. We work together on quite a lot of different projects, including the local food bank and also things like Holiday Club that happen most years as well for children in our area. I feel that the churches work really well together. We've got good relationships work together well on the projects. We've got lots of volunteers. When we do these joint things, very often there are volunteers from all of the local churches, which is really encouraging.
We believe local churches have a role in national and global missions too. 15% of all our offerings are given to support work in the UK and around the world, and we have a regular prayer meeting devoted solely to this work.
Over the last decade, we have had close relationships with brothers and sisters who have felt called to Thailand, Spain, Kurdistan, Colombia, and Egypt. In this country, we support chaplaincy in Pentonville Prison, cross-cultural outreach to immigrant communities, and other more regional evangelists.
Some of these people come from our congregation. All of them have visited us and are in regular contact with us. We also have members of the congregation who work in Christian organizations with tackle human trafficking and international relief and development.
Becky Sheath has been a member of Forefront since her childhood. She and her husband Andy have served on the Operation Mobilization ship Logos Hope for many years, visiting ports around the world with a heart to communicate and live out the joy of the Christian message. Let's hear from them talk about what it means to have a personal support from a home church.
Forefront is a church that is partnered and is sending missionaries into places where Jesus needs to be told. And I think it's so important that the church understands that they are part of that, 100%. It's hard to be in the mission field without a church backing.
I think when you're out there on your own, sometimes just hearing from home can give you that encouragement. But also, I think a big thing is prayer. I feel like we see a difference when the church is praying for us and also is praying for our ministry. So when people are praying, the ministry changes.
And it's just encouraging and refreshing when you find a church like Forefront that is missionally minded, that says we will send people beyond and encourage people to go into mission. If we're not sent and have the money, we don't do the mission. We can't go into the field without people partnering with us. And churches partnering and putting money aside to enable mission is so important. For us, it's really encouraging that you pray, you send money, and you enable us to go. It's just wonderful.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video about our outward-looking focus.
In the next episode, we'll take a look at how leadership works in Forefront. Until then,
Goodbye.